All right, good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Let's get into some automation. It would help if you could actually see the screen, wouldn't it? Of course, ask questions. It is strongly encouraged. This screen and this audio. Okay, and let's put you on over here. And let's do that. Yeah, okay. All right. So there are several um, agent projects that are available. Actually, yeah, we're gonna try a few of them. The first one, that's actually not an agent network. Restella is one. No, it's not. How'd that get there? Yeah, hedge funds. That's a group of agents. Okay, so the first one we're going to be looking at is browser use, automation, or automating the browser using LLMs. They use OpenAI's API for this. We're going to be adding in Gemini because it's free, and why not? So yeah, let's get started. All right, so let me zoom in a little bit here. All right, so this is using Python. So let's go to our project directory. I've created a directory workspace.dev.aiml. AB, how's it going? Appreciate you. So this is where we're going to be putting in our agentic projects in here. All right, so we're going to take this address and we're going to put it into our handy dandy terminal. This is PowerShell. Specifically, well, yes, this is PowerShell by way of, actually, no, this is just PowerShell. Because when you install Canary, it gives all your shells, with the exception of CMD, um, kind of like autocomplete features and all that stuff. All right, so we're going to CD into our project directory, clear the screen. Very first thing it wants us to do, assuming that Python is installed, and you should have Python installed, um, as a rule, I would install Python version 3.10 and Python 3.11 and 3.12, some degree to some degree. But most of your AI projects, you're gonna want them in either 3.10 or 3.11. All right. So this is gonna be. Why'd you do that? Let's copy that again. Just jumped his ass already. Anyways, so pip install browser use, and then of course, um, actually before we do that, we want to create our virtual environment. So we're going to do Py, and then we're going to use Python version 3.10. We don't know if 3.10. Usually 3.10 will work, but sometimes projects will go at 3.11, and if that's the case, then we'll just delete this virtual environment and then just do 3.11. So what this command does, it creates a virtual environment folder. So all of our pip installs, all of our configurations go into this virtual environment, and it will not touch our main Python distribution libraries to prevent conflicts and all that stuff. If you've installed multiple Python projects, you know what I'm talking about. Um, all right. No suitable Python. Did I really not install 3.11 on here? All right, so let's go. Oh, wait. Is it two dashes or is it one? Maybe. Okay, let's try. Let's try 3.11 dash m dot vmv dot vmv. Oh boy. Okay, so where's Python? And we get nothing. All right, so let's try. Let's try. Of course, let's try outside of Mobex Stern, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take our address here. We're going to CD to it, which is change directory, CLS, and then we're going to do pi 3.10-m VNV VNV. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. I just know I got Python installed on this system. I just know you fucking lying. Always, always, always. So Python, download releases. Very first one. We don't need the newest, hottest thing. We'll just do a control F 3.10. 3.10.16. Let's keep going. I think I like 3.10.9. God, 2 years old. Installer. Okay. And then I just know I have Python on here. 3.13 and 3.12. Wow. Okay, so we're going to install 2 versions. So we have 3.10.9. Actually, let's start with that. Let's just go with that for now. All right. Add Python to the path. Always customize. Make sure all these are checked. PyLauncher is automatically checked. We don't want precompiled headers. Sure. No. We don't want debugging symbols and binaries. No, because we're not building from source. Absolutely not. As far as the installation location, I like to put my Python pause. Now what version is this? Actually, let's do this. If we'll do Python 3.10. Actually, yeah, let's just do this. Make new folder. Python. Why are we lagging? Why are we lagging? Python underscore 3.10. Actually, just do 3.10. We'll just do that. Okay. There we go. And then install. Sorry about that, guys. So you got to have Python installed first, which will also install pip. As far as poetry and playwright and all those other UV, and I have to learn UV because UV is so much cleaner. UV, for those who don't know, is just another package manager. It's not just another package manager. It's so much more than that. But it's definitely an upgrade. So while we wait, and it shouldn't be too much longer from now. So again, in terms of Python, getting the newest and latest and greatest doesn't necessarily mean you're getting the best because you're going to have incompatibility problems. Especially when you want to start building your AI apps and stuff like that. 2300, how's it going? Good evening. All right. Come on, buddy. That means I have to start all my shells all over again. I trained my first model, full model, and it came out Nightmare Fuel Soup. So that was one hell of an experience. And I understand why, because I just had one repeat for all my images. and then one epoch, and then it came out in mess. Anyways, MOBA extern, our terminal emulator, and then we're going to run PowerShell. And then if we were to do where Python, okay, please don't. All right, let's cd to our directory again, clear, and then we're going to do py, this command again, please. Pretty please. It hasn't crapped out on us yet, so I'm assuming it's working. I assume. And it shouldn't take this long. It really shouldn't. Like I said, we'll start with 310. If there's compatibility issues, there we go. So that's how you know it worked. It didn't give you any errors or anything. All right, and then we look into our project directory. There's our virtual environment folder. Of course, VNV, you can call this whatever you want, right? It could be V project or whatever. Just VNV is just kind of like the standard naming convention. All right, so once we create our virtual environment, we have to activate it. So /VNV, and then this is what I love about the autocomplete, because I've done this command so many times. Terminal Canary will save it, and then when you need it again, whether it be tomorrow or next year, it will pull it up. And then, of course, if we look in our virtual environment folder, you have an instance of Python in here. Yep, Python, pip, all, the usual gang. And if we look in our directory, VNV scripts activate. So this is VNV scripts and then activate. So this is the PowerShell script that we will use to activate our virtual environment. All right. And then you know that you are in your virtual environment when you have kind of like this, your virtual environment name, your folder name, prefixing your prompt. Now that we've got that set up, now we can start with the cloning of the repo. So where were we? Here. All right. So pip install browser use, and I always use no cache directory. And what this will do is sometimes, even though you are in a virtual environment, sometimes your libraries will end up in your pip cache, which I don't want any files pertaining to this project outside of this folder. I don't want them anywhere outside of this folder. I don't want them touching my main Python distro or any other distro, any other project, to prevent conflicts, because Python library conflicts, it's a pain. Oh no. You see what I was saying before, like most of the time you're safe with Python 3.10 is asking specifically for 3.11. That's okay. So now we get to go back here and download Python 3.11. So that'll be here. Beta. Let's just go with 3.11.1. All right, and then we'll download here. Again, add Python path, Python to the path. Customize, that's selected, yes. We don't want precompiled. And again, and the reason why I changed the path, because you don't want any spaces in your installation. It'll come back to bite you in the ass. And if you ever use Comfy UI or any other image generation program, spaces are a pain in the ass. Okay. So like we did with 310, we're going to do the same with 311. So we're going to create a new folder. We're going to do Python underscore 311. Okay. All right. And we'll let that cook. It's actually a lot faster than 310. And again, we have to restart our shell. Not our shell, our terminal. Not to be nitpicky. Almost there. And we will also be using Windsurf and or Cursor to ask for things, because ever since I've adopted a AI first workflow, I've become so much lazier. I'm just not really trying to figure things out unless I absolutely have to. Okay, so that's installed. So now mobile experiment again, and then double click on PowerShell here. Let's zoom in a little. And then since we've already CD'd to this directory twice, we'll just autocomplete CLS. We've already created our virtual environment, so we just need to activate it. There you go. And again, the way we know that we've activated our virtual environment, we have like this little prefix in front of our prompt. All right. Now we get to rock and roll, hopefully. Here, actually, no. Before we do that, we have to deactivate this virtual environment. I know, guys. Because our virtual environment was made with 3.10 or 310, Python 310 in mind, we have to create another virtual environment with Python 311. So, pi.3.11-m vnv. Let that cook. And again, this virtual environment will be based on 3.11, which is what our project Browseruse is asking for. Okay. I do have an OpenAI API key. I'm just going to use Gemini. Okay. So now that we've created our virtual environment, now we have to activate it. Okay. And now we're in there. Now, pip install Browseruse no cache directory. Now we're cooking. Let's see how long this takes. So it's installing all these libraries. I hope it doesn't download any models, because we're not using any offline models. All of our models are going to be online. Gemini in this case. We may actually use OpenAI. I don't know what model yet. Might try that first, just to make sure this shit works. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that on. Let me go ahead and get pull up this API key here. Okay. All right, got that on standby. So we haven't ran into any issues yet. Everything installed just fine. Praise Zeus. A lot of times again, if you deal with Stable Diffusion or any sort of machine learning projects, then you know the pain. So we'll wait for this to get done. I've pulled up my API key here. And we'll just wait for this to finish. What's the next step? Next step is Playwright install. Now, is this installing Playwright? Okay, it's not done yet. Let me see. Just seeing if Playwright is in here. Playwright is right there. Good. So we could just do Python dash m Playwright, and then what's the full command? Install. Okay. And then we'll use this as a separate file. This is kind of like, I guess, their demo. And then we make a separate env file for our environment variables. That'll be our variable, and then our API key comes on the other side, of equal sign. Okay. So far, so good. Running setup.py install. All right. Matter of fact, while we're waiting, let me just go ahead and pull up this directory. Wait a second. Did I screw this up again? Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys. I fucked up again. You know, before we do pip install, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to clone the entire goddamn the repo. So I don't know what it was installing from. Well, it did we did pip install the library, so that's what it's done, but we didn't have the repo. I don't know if it would actually mattered. Maybe not. Wendell, how's it going, bro? You have more open browser tabs than me. Dude, this is nothing. I just cleaned this up. This is nothing. I just cleaned this up before I started live streaming. I usually have about 5 or 6 times more than this running, which is ridiculous. But anyways, all right. So let's deactivate our virtual environment, and before we do pip install, we have to clone the repo. I apologize, guys. Guess I'm nervous. All right. So git clone, then the repo. All right. Once we have the repo downloaded, why? Okay, that makes sense. Let's move our virtual environment in here. Hopefully it doesn't. Maybe. I may have to close my my terminal if it still has possession of the file handle. Hopefully it doesn't. What are we waiting on? There we go. All right. Now that we've cloned the repo, then we cd into that, so we know the project name is browser use. cd again is change directory, and then we're going to activate our virtual environment again. And then we're going to do what we did before, which is pip install browser use no cache. Hopefully this doesn't break it. No. And it did. All right. Final time. We'll deactivate. Why are you being hard-headed? I said CLS. That means clear the entire thing. So we're going to delete our virtual environment for the last time. And then cd. No. You need the full path. That's a relative path. Okay. Pi 311 vnv.vnv. Wait for that to get done cooking. And of course, anyone that's in a Telegram group, if you need any assistance, whatever, just reach out to me there. And I had no problem, getting on, doing the screen share and walking through it. All right, so we've created that. So now we have to activate, and that's done. And so now we can do that for the second and hopefully final time. So that's what. Okay, so that's why I was saying setup because it was trying to install. It was trying to build from source. I think. Yeah, there you go. Because this is completely different from what it was before. All right. No, I did that wrong again. You did it wrong again, Kenny. So I don't know why I'm fucking up. I'm nervous. Stop being nervous. What the hell are you doing? I pasted and just took off. Okay. All right. So this part is important. So this pip install is when you want to use it in code. This is not what you want to use if you want to build from source. If you want to build from source and they don't have the instructions here, you would have to, depending on how they have it set up. Some projects have like a requirements.txt file in there, and you just do pip install dash r requirements.txt. Or if it just have like the PyProject .toml file, then you would do pip install dash e and then dot for like I think that stands for current directory, and that's basically like developer mode or whatever. Um, I do want to keep my virtual environment clean, so we're gonna do this one more time. So we're gonna get it right. I want it to be clean because I don't want any issues 30, 45 minutes from now, and we don't know what the hell happened, and then we would have to start over anyways. Hopefully for the what's it, the third time, fifth time? Fifth time is the charm. Kind of good because you get like your repetitions in, so you know the commands, even though we do have autocomplete. So we are going to build from source, um, even though we don't technically need to. I just want to make sure that there's no issues with dependencies or anything. So, all right, activate our virtual environment. Now, in our project, we don't have a requirements.txt file. We have the pyproject.toml. So the command you would use is pip install dash e. I think that's for development mode. Dot space dash dash no hash directory. That's the command that you would use to build from source if you didn't have like a requirements.txt. Now, if you did have requirements.txt, like I said before, you would just do pip install dash r requirements.txt. And then in that requirements.txt files would be a list of all the dependencies that would be needed to install the project. Sometimes pip skips over some of those libraries. Um, Sometimes if you don't specify no cache directory, it'll get installed. It'll escape your virtual environment and install into the pip cache. And it's a mess. So you see how it says successfully built. That's what we want to see. Because sometimes people they like the pip install, like the program is built for Linux, and they don't tell you that is well. We built this for Linux. We haven't actually tested on Windows or it's good for Linux and Mac because Mac uses the bash shell. Um, uh, and so yeah, you want to make sure. So all of my projects I always build from source. If there's any compatibility issues, I want to know about it. Um, and yeah, sometimes you do have errors that are not listed on the site, especially if the project is new, if it's Windows specific. So you have two choices. You can attempt to run that project in a Docker container or in WSL or a virtual machine, or you could figure out why is not compatible or what is not compatible with Windows and so on and so forth. All right. HTML to text is being installed using a legacy setup.py, blah, blah, blah. because it does not have pipeline. Blah, 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 blah. It's not installed. All right, that's fine. That's just a warning. Hasn't blown up in our face yet. So let's see what other projects we have. So after we try out browser use, I know there's AI Hawk, which is kind of like the pretty girl at prom that people are using to fill out applications and fill out resumes and stuff like that. Code based prompt. That's turning your entire code base into LLM context. Uh, building AI workflows. Okay. Yeah, 2025 is the year of the agent. The AI hedge fund. A guy created an entire hedge fund using like was it 4 bots or 4 agents, 5 agents, 6 agents? Um, yeah, open sourced everything. 5,500 stars. Let's see. Personal AI app. No, that's kind of like a PKM. Code based prompt. Didn't we see this already? Motion canvas. That's not AI at all. We'll use this one third. Is it still cooking? Still cooking. Okay. Almost done, guys. I'm sorry. Open source notebook LM. It needs some maturing to do. This is for Comfy ebook reader. This is agent based that reads your books, writes notes, summarizes. That needs a lot of work. Rig. This is agent creating agents with Rust. So if you need that performance, that C style performance, but you don't like C, there's a bunch of agent frameworks out there, a bunch, and it's going to be a hell of a lot more. I know Microsoft came out with their own. I think it's called called Swarm. Um, why is this taking so long? Let me see. Movie external. Okay, that's where it installed the wheel. Okay, we'll just wait for that to get done. Sorry, guys. Guess we should have just ran it first to see the damn thing runs. Um, Face Fusion, that's for Comfy. That's for CUDA programming. Voice Mover, that's for acapella creation. Gemini Coder is for coding. Cookbook is also for Gemini. More Gemini stuff. Math Tutor on Grok. Oh, they open source the entire platform. I love that kind of stuff. We'll give this 5 more minutes, and if it's not done cooking, then we'll scrap the virtual environment again, and then we'll just build a project because we don't need to build from source. I just want to make sure it's compatible. Semantic image inversion. Because a lot of times too, they'll tell you you'll need like Honda or something to run the damn thing, and they won't tell you, and you'll just have to figure it out. Starship, that's terminal emulation. This is Windows Terminal. This is why I was trying to build a portable Windows terminal. Dev container NVIDIA base. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank goodness. All right. So let's update our pip. So Control C. All right. Come on. I want to do the fun stuff. There we go. All right. Let's get to the fun stuff. So Playwright. Playwright is next. This shouldn't take long at all, hopefully. So to do this, since we already have Playwright installed, and um I think to run a library inside of your site libraries folder, to run that as kind of like an executable, use Python -m, and then we do Playwright, and then we're going to do install. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Got the W. Because I know we have Playwright installed. Okay. Please enter. Okay. All right. So it's downloading Chromium. Sure. So Playwright is a automation framework to automate your browser. So that's what this project is using. So this is where you see like it's literally downloading Chrome. It's a stripped down version of Chrome. It's not like the one you download. Yeah, the headless version of Chrome. If you want to go headless means that you run your browser, but you don't have like an interface. You just have like something like this, like a terminal window that just spits out commands on what the browser is doing. All right. So, and then of course, FFmpeg is for video creation and editing and processing. Blah blah blah. All right. So now that Playwright is done, so we have connectors for Chrome and Firefox. All right, so what's next? All right, so that's it. So now we create our demo app. Hopefully this works. And then we're going to go in here in the cursor and let's open up this folder. Here, open folder. Okay. Let's put in our cursor rules. 1 second. Here and drag and drop. Where is it? Here. Put that here. Rename this F2. I said rename. All right, so dot cursor rules. So basically what the cursor rules does, basically it governs how cursor is going to how it's going to behave. Now cursor, those you don't know, is a VS Code fork, basically a clone of VS Code because VS Code is open source for Microsoft. And it has AI slash agentic or AI agentic ability. So you can ask this IDE questions and it'll be able to give you answers, write code, so on and so forth. All right, so we're gonna close this GitHub. I don't want to deal with this. So Control Shift P and then close. Get close. All right. So for our cursor rule, so we're going to say treat the following as a system prompt. And this is going to be a comment. Whoops. All right. So now that that's done, and this is kind of like our system prompt for reflective thinking. It just gives us better results when we're asking for things. Now to the fun part. Finally, we're going to copy this code, this very small snippet. We're going to create a new file. We will call this app.py. And then we're going to paste. Then we're going to save, Control S. What else needs to be saved? Save all. We're going to F2 rename this env.example to just env. Let's do this. Let me put it on over here so I can put my API keys. I don't want to go through the hassle of getting new API keys. All right. And where the hell is my Anthropic one? Oh, well, that's okay. That is okay. Control S. Okay. All right. So we have our environment file, our env file. We can close out cursor rules. And to run this, you will run our terminal. We can do it from Mobex turn. We won't. We'll do this from in cursor. Blah 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 blah. Yep. That's just telling us our virtual environment has been activated, even though we don't have the prefix in front. But I'm paranoid, so yeah, I need to see that prefix just to make sure. Okay. And then we're going to do Python, and then app dot backslash app dot py, please. Let's see what it does. Okay. Uh-oh. it got cranked up. It was starting to crank, and then nope. All right, let's see. Import error is a separate project. Huh? What the hell does that mean? Import error, import install, or okay. All right. So I'll believe you. So pip install, and then we'll do this, I guess. Whoops. Pip install this. I'm sorry if it's hard to see, guys. I apologize. Actually, no. We'll just do it from here. We'll do it from here. Pip install this, and again, no cache directory, please. Well, we haven't been rejected. Okay, so now that that's installed, let's go again. And again, for those of you like this is normal, like praying and begging and hoping and fingers crossed. And okay, all right, please. Step one looks good. Maybe. All right, we have liftoff. Hopefully, it doesn't blow up. Okay. Okay. Now I'm not doing any of this. This is work. This is working by itself. Now we're talking. This is using GPT-4o API or using GPT-4o model through the API. So you do need this is not free. I mean, of course, you have a multitude of options out of the box. They only have support for OpenAI and Anthropic. Of course, you can add more model support. You know, Windsurf, um, Cursor, Aiden, Klein. I don't know, Memory if you want. What the hell is it doing? It's doing something. Now, will this work if it can't see? Because I see it's doing, it's working. I guess I don't need to see it. I want to see it though. Wherever the hell it went. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. This is cool. And you see that like how it has all the elements highlighted? So what is doing since these models, most of these models now are what is known as multimodal, meaning that you can give, wow, that's awesome. You can give it video, you can give it audio, images. So what it's doing, I'm assuming, is that it's taking a screenshot, sending it to the model through the API, and then there's the prompt that is asking for. I don't know how it's working on the back end. I don't really care. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing that it is showing a screenshot and then it's processing and this that which is why it's highlighting all the elements on the web page. Okay. Find a one-way flight from Bali to Oman on that's awesome. Result awaits agent.run. Someone created, matter of fact, let's find it. So someone created, well, he's using browser use as well for different purposes. Okay, here. Browser use AI agent can do work for you, reads your CV, finds matching jobs, and applies online. Of course, he didn't share source code. That would have been nice. Find flights. I don't care about flights. Write a thank you letter to Papa in Google Docs and then save as PDF. Remotely run a browser use and get results. So, okay. Let's ask it a question, I guess. Um Go on the NFL site and find out um, who is playing the Steelers. Now, I know it's the Ravens, but I just want to see uh, how it does. Control S. All right, let's go again. That's so cool. I will have to know how this works on the back end to be able to like really get the most out of this. It goes on NFL.com. Let's see how this does it. Wow. Now, does it get everything? It does not. I probably shouldn't disrupt it, right? It did it again. Now that's cool. It lost because I scrolled the wheel. Well, let's try to figure it out. That's cool and scary at the same time. Like, well, we didn't figure it out on the NFL site, so let's go on the Pittsburgh Steelers site and try to figure it out. Oh, this shit is scary. It's trying, I guess. Now, if it clicks that no thanks, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Did it just refresh the page? It sure did. Or no, it didn't. Maybe it did. I don't know what it's iterating through. Hold on, let me see. It doesn't okay. Failed the page, show stats, not the schedule. Okay, so it'll even say current page shows stats, not the schedule. Okay, so it's looking for a schedule. Anonymized telemetry, starting test. Unknown started from blank page. Need to find who is playing against the Steelers this weekend. Open the NFL website. Action one. That is so cool. Uh-oh. Did it quit or did it come up with an answer? Well, it closed Chromium, so we don't know. The Pittsburgh Steelers are playing against the Baltimore Ravens next. You can view. So it figured it out. Took a little bit, but it figured it out. That is cool. That is cool. Now, how do we get it to? Maybe if we should just deal with AI Hawk first, because maybe that is our solution. Find models on Hugging Face, sort, then save top 5 to file. So let's see. Oh, that's the
Going to Hugging Face. You see it
yeah, it's showing all the actions and
already got
everything.
the sorting correct.
So we can have it read from a text file, and then that'll take some time planning. You can also try browser use on Gridio. It's not specifically for job applications. Yeah, you can automate anything, which means we should be able to get around captures. Well, maybe not. It depends on how good, GPT or not GPT, the OpenAI models are. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's figure out something more challenging. So let's say I am and it crashed. Wow. Okay. Every time. Notepad never crashes until I start live streaming. Anyways, I am or assume I am a new, I don't know, data scientist. Find 10 great projects I can use to put on my portfolio. Something like that. And then write the results in a text file named results.txt and store that file in a folder named agent results. Named agent results. Okay. I want to know if we could write to directory or write to our system. I know some projects you can, but I just want to know if this can. All right, let's go again. I should have this in a breakout window. 'Cause I want to have it side by side. Wow. Let's see where it goes. I don't like that it doesn't scroll. Now, since it's not technically looking at the screen. It's looking at the DOM, the document object model. Has it created the folder? It has not created the folder, maybe. Well, oh wow, that was quick. Let's see what it says. Okay. Here are 9 great data science projects for a portfolio. I don't see a folder name agent results. I don't see a text file either. These projects can provide demonstrations, blah, 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 text completed. So no, it doesn't say make a write to file. That's fine though. Okay. Let's do it like this. Name, Tony Baloney, or actually first name, last name, education, no college, no, high school completed, ABC 1, 2, 3, high school. Let's see, work history. Let's see, XYZ company, name, dates, and we'll say January 1, 1990 through October 31, 2005. Responsibilities. That's about it, right? Maybe not. That's okay. Let's just say shovel dirt. We can insert a reflection prompt in here. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'd have to. That's something we would have to ask Cursor. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? I'm missing something, but that's okay. And then we'll say name, ABC, company, dates. We'll say February 12th, 2006 to, and I know this is spelled wrong, November 13th, 2013. And then we'll say responsibilities. Haggled the hell out of people. Okay. So we'll say in our prompt, find a suitable, no, find 20 suitable jobs on Indeed for me. Here is my information. Okay, and then we could say only aim for jobs that don't require high school diploma. Oh no, they don't require a college diploma. Fill out the application to 20 suitable. Okay. If you need to create a profile, which I know on Indeed you will, or create a profile if required. Repeat process for ZipRecruiter. No, let's just stop there. Let's not be too ambitious. All right, so this is our prompt, very small. And then we'll just put everything in between these double quotes. So this is multiple lines. How do we do this? What's the line character? Is it this? I think it's this. Okay, so we'll have Cursor fix this. We'll select this, we'll put it in the chat. This is a we'll save it first. Multi-line string. Please correct. And then we have our reflection prompt in there, which you'll see. So you see like this thinking tag and stuff like that. That's the reflection prompt. And then it's going to fix it for us, hopefully. Hopefully. And then we'll apply. Accept file. Triple quotes. I forgot about triple quotes in Python. Okay, whatever. Fix the error. All right, so let's go again. Let's see what it does. So Python app.py. Yeah, everyone should be using agents this year at some point. Uh-oh. I see the invalid request error and it crapped out. Only aim for the create a profile of required repeat. Okay. Let's see. Result field, invalid content type, image URL is only supported by certain models. What the hell is it looking for? It doesn't say. I don't understand what it was looking for. It says invalid image URL, but I didn't send an image. I didn't even tell it to look for an image. Interesting. Okay, well, let's change it up. Let's just say find. Here's my information. Only A for job. D for me. Okay. So Control S. So instead of filling out the application, we just find me the job. So I'll fill out the application. I don't want to work to look for them. Okay. Please don't give me invalid errors. Oh no. 3, 4, and one more. 5. Okay. I don't know why it's looking for an image. Is it taking a picture of? That's interesting. Only if required. Let's take this part out. Control S. Let's go again. Please. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know what it's looking for. Create a history GIF at agent history. Well, it can write files. Let's see. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. What was that? Why the hell they making it a GIF? Okay. So they take the prompt and they convert it into an image? No, because it says create a history GIF at agent history. So it's just a that's just a prompt, right? For me, here it is. I really hate that this is a fucking GIF. Who thought that was a good idea? No, let's not make it a JPEG. Oh no. Let's make it a GIF. Um, maybe we have to make this a single. No, that'd be messy. Actually, okay. Um, okay. Let's do it like this. We'll take this entire prompt. Whoops. We'll create a new file. We'll call it prompt.txt. And then we'll paste our prompt in there. All right, Control S. And then we'll say, we'll go back here, Control K. No, not Control L for chat. Control K is for inline chat. All right, so from here, we'll say for the task, instead of accepting a string, triple string in this, triple quarter string in this instance, let's use the text from the prompt.txt file. And then we'll add prompt.txt for context instead. And then it should change the code out. I haven't tried YOLO mode on here yet. Okay, apply, and then we'll accept. We'll accept. So instead of reading text, it'll just open. Well, this is a try catch. Try catch statement for exception handling. So it's going to try to open up the prompt.txt file not found, and if there's any other issues like file handling or not file handling, any other programs that has a hold of the file, the prompt.txt file, then you'll be getting this error, so on and so forth, blah blah blah. Okay, let's go again. If anything, just to make sure that it works. So it does work. How did it come out? The text, that is. Text came out fine, so that's good. It's a lot more flexible. I don't understand what is okay. Okay, let's try something simpler. Um, you know what? You know what? Because it's asking. If I was to do, so if I was to just say to Indeed.com, um, it should do that. Did we forget that to forget this part up here? All right, let's try it one more time, and then we'll move on. All right, so from terminal, nope, nopity nope. So now we have to make a simple request just to make sure. Now, why is it saying this? Plus prompt with open prompt as file prompt equals read. No, I don't want this. I don't want this. Oh, not this part here. That's messy. I don't know why you even came up with that. Control S. All right, let's make it something simple. So let's just say go to Indeed.com. Control S. Let's just see if we get the same error. If not, then we know that it's something with the prompt. And we're still getting invalid request error. Image URL. Okay, let's go up to Composer because now I don't know. We will not do YOLO mode. We gonna go to Composer, which is Control I. Okay, and then when running, or we'll say the program was running fine, and then I received this error. We don't need to do code base. No, we're going to do agent. If we just did normal, then we would have to use code base for context. I do think it's the model. All right, let's see. Error indicates an issue with image URL content being unsupported by the model. This happens in the browser use. Okay. You need to use the model that supports image content. Oh, is that what it is? But first of all, how did it change? How did the model change? Because we was using 4.0. Right? I'm not losing it, am I? Reject. I'm certain that we were using 4.0. Whoops. What'd I do? Okay, hold on. All right, so open the AI models. GPT 4.0, yeah. Versatile text input. Yeah, I don't know how it got changed. I don't know. I don't know how this got changed from 4.0 to 4, but whatever. Um, so we've already saved. Let's go again. It works. I don't know how it got changed, but whatever. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Control C. We'll just end it here. I should test it and see if 5. Okay. All right. So now let's go back to where we were. Control S. Let's go again. Now, I dare you to change it back. Okay. So we're at Indeed. Okay. Entry level, no degree. Okay. I want to know if it's going to start filling out the application. Again, it doesn't scroll. It doesn't solve this. Please. Oh, please. Come on. Click the damn box. Did you go back? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, it gave up? No. Here we go. Oh, mother. Oh, okay. That's something we have to add in. Mike, how's it going? Back in the day, baby boomer could get a job straight out of high school. These days, get the same job, you need a degree with years of experience. Yeah, yeah, yep. Have an uncle dropped out of high school. When to go work on a construction yard, making $20 an hour. Support a whole ass family in the early 80s. Those days are gone. Need a certificate to do that job now. And 5 years experience. And maybe a letter of recommendation too. So yeah. Okay. Um, so we can, let's say, if you come across any captchas, or human verification challenges, create an alert box, um, and I will manually manually do the challenge and hand control back over to you. I know this is kind of vague. If you come across any captures or human verification challenge, create an alert box and um, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I may have to have the bot create another alert box, kind of like to click OK to know that it's fine to keep going. Again, I don't know how this works on the back end. I don't care at the moment. I don't care about the architecture of it. I just want to see how far the rabbit hole goes without me taking a look behind the curtains. All right, attempt number 2. Let's see what you put in there this time. No college diploma. Okay. Not really a job search. Something though. Got to do something about the scrolling though. So let's see if it creates the alert box. And it crapped out. Let's see. Please complete. Create history. So you see where it says eval failed and calendar capture verification challenge. Next goal, notify user to complete the capture challenge manually. Done. Complete capture challenge to proceed. Well, I didn't see that. Where did this come from? Oh, wait a minute. It did let me know. It's just it's here. I want an alert box and well, here. So it did let me know. Okay. Let's do let's say let me know. God damn. Um uh Pause the script for 10 seconds and then continue. Or or wait 10 seconds for me to complete and then continue. Control S. But this is kind of like our wait function or our timer function. All right, let's clear this on up and then let's go again. We got to work on that too. Okay. So it did this. Let me know when it's done so I can let me know when it's done so I can continue. I'm thinking because I'm looking at this, I'm like, yeah, isn't just isn't this just copying what I wrote? No. It says let me know and I will um let me know when to start. And then here it says let me know when it's done so I can continue. Now how the hell am I supposed to let you know when it's done? Okay. It's kind of weird talking to the bot like this. Not gonna lie. I think this is where there's another bot that automates your entire desktop. The entire thing, not just the browser. What? Um, Not now. That's weird. So that's the alert box that I've been asking for. Actually, that's not alert box. That's kind of like a drop down. I didn't expect that. I didn't know it could do that. First of all, it created that. Well, maybe that is an ND thing. So let me see what it says here. because it should say encountered human verification. Okay, so we're stuck on here. We'll figure this part out. So browser use, good. Needs work. I don't think it'll be too difficult, but it's good. Okay. So let's close this on out. We'll deactivate. And then we'll close this folder. Okay. Next project. AI Hawk, the controversial one. This is made for filling out jobs. Let's see. 24,000, 24.2 thousand. Auto job supplier, AI agents aim to easy job hunt process by automating job, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Before we even, okay. So Windows 10, we know it's tested on Windows 10. Good. It was tested on these versions. So we have 310 and 311. Good, good. Option one, use a Python virtual environment. Clone the repo, CD into it, blah, blah, blah. Activate your virtual environment. Yep. Install the required primers. Okay. So remember what I was telling y'all that most of the time you're going to have like a requirements.txt file. Good. Good. Let's get started. All right. So let's get up on out of here. So browser use is good. We'll deactivate our virtual environment. We'll back up out of there. And then we'll clone this repo. So we'll copy the link here. And then we'll do git clone and then right click for the link there. All right. And then CD into, how's the name of this damn project again? All right. All right. So now that we're in our repo, and that will be here. Okay. Very first thing, virtual environment. So we're going to do pi 3.10 -m VNV. We'll set that on up. And then the next step, of course, is to activate our virtual environment. After that, it would be to pip install -r requirements. As soon as this is done, whew, oh man, I want to have fun this year with agents. So much fun. All right. So now that we've created our virtual environment, now let's activate it. Again, you know it's activated when you have like this prefix with the name of your virtual environment, which is this argument here. Okay. And then from here, then we do our pip install -r requirements.txt no cache directory. Everything stays in the project folder. Nothing escapes. It'll probably be better to use this in Docker, to be quite honest with you. Let me see if they included a Docker file. They did not. Okay. No worries. And what model providers are they using? OpenAI. Oh, they have Gemini support. Good. 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 They have a format. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, this is in detail. Let's see. Okay. We haven't ran into one issue building these programs. Not a single one. I think what was that we was building from source? HTML to text? Build that from source. Not a single issue. Good. Granted that we're just downloading wheels for the most part here, and wheels are precompiled um, bits of code that's already been tested or compiled or build on another on the system with the same dependencies. Oh wow, this is very in depth. Working example of how the files necessary for a bot's operation should be. Okay, this folder serves as a practical reference to help you correctly set up. Contains the output to the bot. Oh boy. Rate limit errors. Olama. Wow, they even have Olama set up for local models. I don't think no, I don't think DeepSeek has a GGUF model out yet. Maybe they do. Don't quote me on that. Of course, Gemini is free. Editing YAML, auto start, auto AI heart, Hawk. Okay. Yeah. It's not hard. It's not even hard to set up, but there are a lot of configurations. I won't get into that because that takes a lot. Let me put in the link to the repo. I am going to set this up offline though, since it is a lot. I think that is the future. It's kind of like, yeah, you can apply to 10,000 jobs today, but 3 million other people are also applying to 10,000 jobs a day, and so now you have bots that's filling out the applications, you have bots that's filtering out the applications, and it's think things are rough now. What happens? What happened? Because if it was the '80s and you just graduated college from computer science, and you know if if you were telling people I applied to 500 jobs and I was only able to get like 10 interviews, people are like, either the market is crappy or something's wrong with you. Because back then that was unheard of. Like Mike said, coming out of college, you had something waiting for you, right? Matter of fact, you had something waiting for you before you graduated from college. But what one day, and I hope I'm out of here long before then. You'll be you'll. Can you imagine filling out 100, 200,000 applications and you're getting no callbacks, nothing at all? Hello? What do I need to do to get a callback? It's 100,000 applications. Oh boy, that's what's coming. Because this is open source now, you have to set it up. I mean, with little effort, sure. But someone will make this a commercial. Someone will make this a commercial product if they haven't already. What they have, they're just not very popular for a monthly subscription, and people will do that. And here come the cat and mouse games. Bot detection, and then bot detection evasion, and all of that stuff. So learn how to use agents, guys. What you don't want to be is you got 10,000 people applying to 200,000 jobs a day, and then here you are. You either don't know how to use agents or you're unwilling to learn how to use agents, and you're doing your little 5 to 10 job applications a day. You don't want to be that person. Definitely not. All right, I think I'm gonna end it here. Um, this is almost done. Whenever you get to the after you get done installing things or building from source, and you just see like a big old blob of all the libraries, that means you've installed everything successfully. Um, it just has to, yeah. All right, guys, thank you all so much. I hope you learned something. We will definitely be doing more agents later on this week. There's actually one project I really want to do, but I'm gonna hold off on that. Thank you all for coming. Hit that like button, and y'all have a good night.